Hey y'all, this is Santasha. So today it's been about a week since I took out my crochet braids, and as you know, I've been protecting styling for the last 3 months. Well, almost 4 months. Last 4 months. And this month, which is April, I am letting my hair flow. What we're going to use is, I'll be using the Coils by Nature Shea Aloe Leave-In Conditioner. And this is just to give me some extra moisture. Using this wide tooth comb to comb out my hair. You can use the wide tooth comb, or you can use a Afro pick. They seem to work well because if you hold the hair and you start at the ends, you see that? The Afro pick works well as a detangling tool. Or you can use, there's those finger people, but y'all know I don't do the finger detangling. You can use your fingers. Or you can use your detangling brush. And I'm really going to use the detangling brush today because you remember I also like to use the detangling brush because it's nice hard plastic and it really lays down my edges really good. So that's another reason why I'm going to use this today. So I'm going to go off camera and just comb through my hair so that I can brush it up. And alright, so I got my hair all detangled and it looks pretty funny, but it's all detangled and brushed up. And what I'm going to use to seal in my moisture is the Bobeams. That's the Bobeam product, and it's the Melody Shea Moisturizer. And you can see the ingredients right there. That is, let's see, she got shea butter, cocoa butter, almond oil, and fragrance. And I'm just going to be using this to, you can see it's pretty, still like a solid almost. It's like a solid cream. And I'm going to be using this to seal in my moisture. And I made sure to cover my ends, but you also want to moisturize your roots as well. So what I do is I just take it and brush it on like that. And because I want this hairstyle to last the for a few days, maybe a whole week, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to be using my Eco Styler gel. Eco Styler. Or here's the container so you can read it. Eco Styler gel. And I'm going to use it the same way. See, I'm just going to be right to the edges because that's the main concern. And then I'm going to take my hard plastic tool, or my detangler brush in this case, and just brush those edges up really, really good so they have that lay down action. Alright, so now I am ready to just cornrow this here hair. Now I'm not going to cornrow really skinny or really tight because I want, when this braid does dry, I want it to be, to kind of stand out. So I want it to be nice and plump. So once you got your braid going all the way around, you can just braid this on up. Okay, so once you got it all the way braided, what I'm going to do is just coil mine around. You can either coil it around and pin it up, or you can do like a Bantu knot, because it will be covered. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do both. Do a Bantu knot and stick a hairpin in it. Alright, so that's what you got so far. Alright, and this part of your hair. Now, depending on the length of your hair, some of you won't be able to do this and wear it to work. And some of you will, depending on the length. Well, military ladies. Well, let me change it. Army military ladies won't be able to wear it. So, what I'm going to do with this part of my hair, because you could do a wash and go, and that there's nothing in the new Army regulation that says you can't have a wash and go on this part of your hair, but you got that thickness thing. Your thickness is even less than Air Force. It's 2 inches. So wash and go, or you can do actual plaits. It is. So you can do plaits. I am going to do plaits. Or you can do curls. You can actually put curls in your hair. Do curl formers. But I don't have time to do curl formers. I have an appointment shortly. And if you want to, for a little bit more definition for when you take your hair down on the weekend, you can add a little bit of styling gel. And not a lot. It doesn't take a lot. A lot is when you start, sometimes when you put a lot, you start getting them white flakes and stuff. So, not a lot. And for you Army young ladies, you're really going to have to study that your new regulation, because there are going to be plenty of people with their opinions and their interpretations. But like I always say, show it to me in the regulation, show it to me in the AFI. So as you can see by my new growth, my hair is growing. So having to pin it up a little bit more than I'm used to. Now the size of your plaits, that's totally up to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plait mine really light. You see how I don't really have, this really has no no tension to it at all. Another thing you can do, depending on the length of your hair, you can actually curl these plaits up. I'm not going to curl mine right now because like I said, I have an appointment to go to. But when I come back in this evening, I'm going to curl mine up. That's probably why I'm adding the gel also. I want that to hold real good. Now plaiting does take more time, so alright, so I'm just going to go off camera and finish plaiting these up, and then I'll come back and show you how I'll make it look decent for the day. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, so as you can see, I just kind of pinned up my, well, I'll take them down just so you can see how they were. So these were my plaits, braids, plaits, whichever word you want to use. These are those, and I just took them and pulled them back and did a little twirl around, tucked them in, and stuck 2 hairpins in them to hold them in place. Now, I got a little tired, and I have an appointment to go to, so I need to go get dressed for my appointment. But, you know, for the military, just make sure when you do pin it up and twirl it around, make sure you keep it off your eyebrows so you can stay within standards. And then for this part, I just tucked it under and put a couple of hairpins in there. I will finish it once I get back, but for now, this is what it's going to be. So this is your 360 so I got it turn. All plaited up. And I got to go. And what you can do now is, you can either, well, you can let it hang as is, you know, not in military uniform, but, well, no, you can let it hang as is, be your bangs. They're just long bangs. But if you're going to do them like that, you just have to make sure they're nice and neat so that they could just hang over to the side and be a bang. But if you feel that might cause you some extra attention, you can swoop them up like I had them earlier. Swoop. And just pin them back up. And for the Army ladies, you can best believe your hair is going to cause extra attention for the next few months or so, just because the new AF regulation is getting a lot of attention. Therefore, your hair will be getting a lot of attention. So pray for patience so that you can deal with this and get through it. And so you can do it like that. Have it all pinned up. You can bring them all up. And kind of tuck it in the back. And then pin it up. Because this is not 2 inches bulky. And your beret should be able to fit. Or from other military ladies, your hat should be able to fit as well. And then like for the ones in the front, you can just kind of swoop them over so it'll look nice and neat. So you see, you can wear it like that as well. So there you have it. I know I said earlier when I first started doing it I was going to curl mine, but I have gotten tired and I'm not going to curl them. So you can swoop them up, pin them up, or let them hang, or you can curl them, but I will not be curling mine. Please, please, please be prepared for, just be prepared, because there are going to be people who had no idea about anything natural hair, and they're going to have their opinions as well. And also, even other branches, be prepared as well, because some people will see the change to the Army and think it's everybody. People don't read and take their time, so just be prepared.